The problem with being in a commission-based sales job is that we're only as good as our next commission. Now, hang with me, because in this video, I'm gonna dive more into this matter, but also propose a solution as to what you can do to set yourself up on a trajectory to become financially free nonetheless. That way, one day you can step away from that commission-based sales job. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Tyler Roicki. I help people build income and wealth in real estate, and I run an international real estate team at eXp Realty. If you get any value whatsoever out of this video, all I would ask is that you like, comment, and hit that subscribe button so that I can continue to share more tips and resources with you in the time ahead. And with that in mind, let's dive into the video. So oftentimes when you get into a commission-based sales role, there's a sense of pride in having control of your own destiny as far as your income goes. So our income's not fixed by an hourly wage or a salary. It truly is based on the results we go out there and produce. And especially for those of you who are in real estate, it's likely that you don't even have your own boss. We like that a lot as entrepreneurial minded people, and it gives us the opportunity to go out there and truly create something that's in our hands as far as our own destiny. Now, the downside of all that is that despite that, we're only as good as our next commission, meaning the moment we stop producing is the moment we stop earning. So how do you become financially free in the process? Well, there's a quote that I believe Warren Buffett said, and it goes that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So there you have it. How do you make money in your sleep? Well, the way you could get started is the same way you would even if you worked a 9 to 5, which is to take a portion of every commission check that you earn and go and invest it. So you take something off the top. How much? Well, I think it's important to set a goal and determine how much it's going to be before it comes time to do it. Because the problem is, if you're leaving it to what you have left over, it's likely that you won't have anything left over. And so it's important, like off the top, before you pay anything else, you take the portion that's yours and you go out and invest it. And so I believe 10% is a good starting point. If you can do more, set a higher standard with it. But regardless, set your percentage, and then every time you earn something, so for instance, if you go out and have a $5,000 commission check and you've decided that 10% is coming off the top, that means you're taking $500 before you do anything else, and you're putting that towards your savings account, which is going to eventually be used to invest in something. I just called it savings, but regardless, the account that you strictly use those dollars to invest and ultimately build your future. So that leads us to, what do you invest in? And I would say the number one thing is what you know. Invest in what you know. What is it that you are the expert in? If you're in real estate, you probably know a lot more about real estate than your typical person does. So utilize that knowledge and go out there and make your own profitable investments as you're building that income and doing deals representing clients, what have you. If you're super knowledgeable about a certain kind of collectible, that might be more your thing. Maybe you're super knowledgeable about the stock market, but regardless, invest in what you know. It might actually be businesses. There might be a particular niche of business that you're an expert in, and you might have an ability to use that know-how to actually make profitable investments within that arena. But do this. If there's one thing you take away from this video and go out there and apply immediately, besides taking a percent off the top, do this. Read The Richest Man in Babylon. It's a book. In fact, you can pull the audiobook up on YouTube. It's free. But in The Richest Man in Babylon, after you read it a couple of more times, because if you take the lessons that it spells out for you in there and go and apply it, it will change your life. That's what happened to me personally. My mentor recommended, actually, I don't know if it was a recommendation as much as he told me I needed to read that book, and I did. And that's what started to shift my gears financially and really set me on the right path, doing what I just laid out. But there's more to it. Like, you know, it covers in there how to know what to invest in and how to go about it the right way that's actually conducive towards building wealth. And at this point, if you still don't know what to invest in, having said all that, you can't go wrong with real estate or stocks. And if you don't know about the stock market, it'd probably be good to look at indexes like the S&P 500, where it takes a batch of stocks that are indicative of what the whole market is doing and not necessarily an individual name that has a risk of a particular company going out of business. If you're investing in an index like the S&P 500, you're more so investing in the economy and what the economy is doing at any given time. But stocks, real estate, I'm a real estate person, and so something that has a good location, that's on the up and up, something that you like in a market area that you're somewhat familiar with, if not very familiar with, can't go wrong with that, especially if it's a cash flow producing property. And I mean, the cash flow is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what the actual benefit can be in terms of making those kind of investments. But whatever it is, make sure it's something you're knowledgeable in, but take action upon it. Go and apply it. That's the biggest thing. And if you go and do that, you're going to solve the biggest problem that most commission sales based people have, which is they're closing these deals, they're earning these checks, but over that a long course of time, they don't end up building anything in the process. But you can change that. You can be the one who figures out a way to make money while you sleep, like Warren Buffett says, and ultimately set you, your family, whatever it is you're doing this for, on a trajectory to win financially and achieve financial freedom along the way. And so there you have it. At this point, here's what I tell you. If you got value out of this video, all I would ask is that, like the video, of course, but hit the subscribe button, because I'd like to be able to continue to share more tips and resources with you on the journey ahead as I build my income and my investments in real estate as well. But I hope you got value out of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I look forward to seeing you on the next video.